With COVID-19 pandemic, we are living through a world crisis the likes of which hasn't been seen in 100 years. The enormous scale of the crisis and the impact it is having are naturally causing a lot of fear, uncertainty, and anxiety across the globe. Add social isolation, disrupted work and family routines, cabin fever, and economic instability, and it is understandable that our mental health is suffering. In a recent survey by the Kaiser Family Foundation, 45% of adults feel that worry and stress related to coronavirus has had a negative impact on their mental health. The COVID-19 situation is particularly stressful because it's hard to predict how things will develop, and our circumstances are changing rapidly. This can leave us feeling powerless, like we're no longer in control of our own lives. As is the case in many aspects of our lives, there are things we can't control in this situation. These include the actions and reactions of other people, how long will the situation last, and what might happen in the future. Although these things might leave us feeling helpless, in reality, there are still a lot of things we have power over in our lives, even during these trying times. Redirecting our energy towards these things will help us deal effectively with this situation. Here is our list of things that you can control to help you to maintain good mental health and resilience during these challenging times. Your response to COVID-19. Following the official health guidance for your country, like staying at home and washing your hands regularly, is an important action that you have control over. It allows you to maintain your own well-being while also contributing to the safety of your community. By playing your part, you are helping to slow the spread of the virus and protect the most vulnerable in society. Your thoughts and worries. Stress and anxiety are often accompanied by an overreactive mind, full of circling thoughts and worries. Writing your thoughts down in a journal is a simple yet highly effective method for calming a frantic mind. A good place to keep this journal is beside your bed, as it's often when we are trying to sleep that buzzing thoughts are the most troublesome. Problem solving can also help you to manage your thoughts and worries. It allows you to define exactly what you are worrying about, and then find the best solution. Steps to effective problem solving. Find the problem. Think of as many solutions as possible, no matter how silly they may seem. Consider the pros and cons of each solution. Choose a solution to try. Plan how you are going to implement the chosen solution. Carry out the solution. Review how it went. Were there any problems? What did you learn? Repeat the process if your chosen solution does not solve the problem. Use the worry time technique. Telling yourself to stop worrying about something usually has the opposite effect, making you think about it more. A more useful way to manage worry is to set aside a 10-minute worry time, once or twice a day, where only task is to worry. As your worries and concerns arise during the day, quickly write them down and set them aside for your worry time. Your social connections. Social isolation is one of the biggest mental health challenges we are facing with this crisis. Many people are living alone or away from their support systems, which are usually essential well-being boosters in a time of crisis. We are tactile, social creatures by nature, so a lack of physical contact can be extremely difficult for us to cope with. Maintaining social connections is crucial to your well-being at this time. Use all the tools available to you, phone or video calls, emails, letter writing, and social media to stay in regular contact with your friends, family, and communities. Remember that this period of isolation will end, so use this time to strengthen your connections rather than letting them fade. Support others. A powerful tool that you can make use of at this time is your ability to provide support and reassurance to others. Reaching out can involve sending a card or flowers, doing someone's shopping, or calling for a quick catch up. This is particularly important for people living alone. Think of the people you know who are alone. What small gesture could you make to let them know you're thinking of them? Your self care. Looking after yourself is an essential part of maintaining your energy levels and your resilience to stress. Airlines advise you to put on your own oxygen mask before helping other people. The same idea goes for self care. You need to look after yourself first in order to be there for other people. Self-care suggestions. Eat a healthy diet. Watch out for overeating and overdrinking, which are common coping mechanisms in times of stress. Get as much fresh air and daylight as possible. Get outside if you can, but even if it's through a window, this will give you energy and help you sleep better. Make sure you are getting enough good quality sleep. Take time to wind down before bed. Exercise regularly. Moving your body is a great antidote to stress. Spending time doing things you enjoy. It's important to give yourself a break and do things that boost your mood. Try something new. These strange times provide an opportunity for us to break out of our normal routines and try new things. You could start a new project, try a new recipe, learn a new skill, or try a new form of exercise. Your routine. We are creatures of habit, so disruptions to our usual routines can add stress to what is already a challenging time. Creating a new routine can bring structure back into your life. It also breaks up your time and prevents the days from blending into each other. Try to get up at the usual time, get dressed as you normally would, and stick to regular meal times. It is also important to recognize that in a time of crisis, you are unlikely to fulfill all your roles and responsibilities in the way you normally would. For example, you may now find yourself parenting and working simultaneously. Prioritizing your time will ensure that you make time for the important things, while being realistic about what you can achieve. Divide the day. If you're working from home, it is important to create a clear distinction between work and downtime. Exercise is a great way to do this, as it gets you moving and releases tension. If you aren't working, it is still a good idea to create blocks of time for different activities and allow yourself to wind down in the evenings. Your environment. You are more than likely spending a lot of time at home at the moment, so it is worth making your environment as comfortable as possible. Think about how you can make it a more pleasant place to be. Can you clean or declutter your space or decorate it with photos or pictures? What about the smells and sounds in your environment? How could you improve these? This is particularly important if you are isolating yourself and are confined to just one room. If possible, assign different activities to different areas in your room. One corner for working, another for relaxing, listening to music, or reading. Bring nature inside. A great way to bring an indoor environment is to bring some plant life inside. You could cultivate some seeds on a sunny windowsill, get a houseplant or some potted herbs, or cut fresh flowers for a vase. Not only will plants liven up your home, tending to them is a restorative practice that can boost your well-being. Keep an eye on your mental health. During these challenging times, we need to keep an eye on our mental health and look out for those closest to us. There is no doubt that this is a tough situation, and it's understandable that you might be feeling low or missing your loved ones. Reaching out and supporting each other is the best way for us to get through this. Remind yourself that this situation will not last forever, and that although you may feel lonely, we're not alone. We are all in this together.